know this until you actually show up with these signs and so forth. And so one of the things
How's everybody doing? Just want to talk to y'all briefly, man. I don't know who just joined in, but before we get started, let me just tell you this. I'm no medical expert. I'm no doctor, no nurse. I'm not in the medical field. It's not what I am. But I am going to tell you one thing about this virus, this coronavirus. No, it has not scared me. And I won't say that we should all be paying attention to the media. We all know that the media can turn things around. The media can make things more than what it is. And it's very true. But one thing I am going to tell you, folks, don't be running around here listening to these hashtag stay woke people. Why? Typically, they're just out there giving out their opinions without substantial facts. Okay? So you got to understand something, people. Anytime you have any type of pandemic or any type of outbreak of any kind, you always want to first do your diligence. Pay attention to your surroundings. Use your common sense, all right? And you do have to take caution. You know, you have people talking about, oh, yeah, this is a distraction. Yeah, it might be a distraction to you until you catch it, okay? So, one thing about me, I'm the kind of guy that stays centered. I'm not jumping over here with the conspiracy theorists or the hashtag, the stay woke community. And I'm not going to step over here all the way over there to those who are all the doctors, the pharmaceuticals, because we know the pharmaceuticals is about money. Yes, we know that. But you have to also use your common sense, folks. You have people saying, oh, man, I'm just going to act like I normally act. It's going to be business as usual for me. Listen, don't follow people that's saying all this crap. You don't know what's business for usual for them is. They could be some nasty fucks. Don't wash their hands. Don't properly wash their ass good. So business as usual for them could consist of things like that. Don't wash their hands. Cook without their hands being washed. Licking their dogs and shit. Let the dogs lick them in the face. The dog lick their own ass. And then they come back and lick their master in the face. Rubbing your dog, rubbing and brushing your dog, then don't even wash your hands, going right into the refrigerator. So you don't know what business as usual could be for certain people. So don't go around here following people talking about, oh, it's going to be business as usual for me. They could be some nasty asses. You don't know that. So take precaution, folks. Wash your hands. I mean, of course, you have to do a little more than washing your hands. I'm not certified or qualified to tell you what you need to do medically because I'm not a medical expert. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. So Erica just said, Erica Spofford just said there are different strains to it. So you have to take precaution, folks. Use your common sense. People like to make a lot of joke about this. They like to make a lot of accusations. Be careful of folks who out here blabbing stuff that don't have substantial facts to back what they are saying, folks. That's all that's all this video is about. Okay? That is all this video is about. Make sure you're not following these people who just out here just saying anything, because every time you have a situation that's worldwide or countrywide, the first thing certain people or some people want to do is throw out, oh, it's a distraction. It don't have to be a distraction if you're using common sense. And don't listen to people talking about business as usual. They could be nasty as hell. They probably never wash their hands. They probably be the people who come right from outside go right into the refrigerator and not washing their hands. So you just don't know what people are doing in their day-to-day lives, folks. You see what I'm saying? I take more than one shower a day, especially in the summertime. I wash all the time. Every time I come in the house, I go to the sink and wash the hands. So just be careful. Just use your common sense, folks. That's all you have to do. You know, people talking about a distraction. There's that two NBA players from the Utah Jazz who have been tested positive for the coronavirus. You think that's a distraction? That they have to shut down the NBA because two people have been already test positive for it? Now, that's people who have tested positive. They were tested positive, but that means that before they were tested positive, they were playing in the NBA. They were playing other teams. And people get physical and under the court, shooting the ball, checking one another. Now, that spread it because they exhale, somebody inhale on the same basketball court. Then the basketball court is packed with 30-something thousand people in the arena. So it's airborne, folks. It's traveling. So you got to understand something. You have to understand something. If you don't want it, use your common sense. That's all. Use your common sense, folks. Stop listening to all of these people talking about oh man, it's just a distraction. If it's just a distraction, then you go on out there to where people are catching it at and see how much of a distraction it's going to be for you. People say the most dumbest shit out here, boy. My people, we need some fucking help, man. I don't know what the hell is wrong with us. Use your common sense, folks. First of all, open a book and read. Stop saying dumb stuff out your mouth all the time. There are kids out here who are also in danger of getting these viruses. Not just the coronavirus, but so much other stuff out there. And you're talking about some distraction. You should be educating your children. You should be doing instead of you calling out, telling people to stay woke, instead of telling people to stay woke, what you should be doing is doing your own diligence. So with all these stay woke people, I can guarantee you not one of them, and I'm going to say not one, I'm going to say 100% of them, not one of them had done their diligence on this virus. No, I haven't heard about it, but I've done my diligence on it. And after I've done my diligence on it, I share with family and friends of what they need to know. I might post it in here on social media. This is what you need to do. If you want to protect your community, if you want to serve your community, then do the diligence that you need to do on this virus and share it with people so they can, or share it with your own kids. You're not even talking to your kids about it. You're just on social media gossiping. Let me tell you something about gossipers. And let me tell you something about the conspiracy theorists or the stay woke people. Those three communities, I'm going to tell you something. None of them are rich. All those stay woke, conspiracy theorists and those gossipers, all of them are broke, folks. T.D. Jakes said he don't know any rich gossipers. And me, I don't know no rich conspiracy theorists. There's too many conspiracy theorists out there and not enough conspiracy solutionists. That's the problem. Too many conspiracy theorists and not enough conspiracy solutionists. I see people throw conspiracies all the time. Man, ain't doing a damn thing about what they're conspiring about. Do your diligence, folks. Get educated. Now, I'm not going to tell you, yes, I'm going to be careful. I was being careful about the corona, before the corona, I even knew about the coronavirus. You couldn't sneeze around me. I'm a public speaker. I need my voice to speak. I need to be healthy when I go out to places to speak and do business. I'm around other business people, trying to make a difference, trying to put a dent into the universe. So, yes, I'm very careful. Way before this coronavirus, you couldn't sneeze or cough around me without me going, hey, what's going on with you here? All right? But you got the virus out here now. Do your diligence. Read up on it. Learn about it. Find some YouTube videos. Find some people who are qualified to educate on the virus. And then educate your kids. Tell your kids they need to watch this video with you. Tell your nephew, your nieces, tell people in your family, your community that they need to learn about this virus. Don't go out here telling people it's a distraction and don't y'all pay it no mind and business as usual. Because that person's business as usual because them being a nasty ass. Probably never washed their damn hands. They probably got some of their own damn virus there or themselves. So don't go listening to people with this Rudapoo shit, man. Do your diligence, folks. Read up on the virus. Find somebody who's in the medical industry and ask them questions about it. What can you tell me about this virus? What do I need to do to prepare myself and prevent? What preventive measures can I take other than just washing my hands? You got to do more than wash your hands. Learn stuff, folks. Learn stuff. Read. See, we rather throw out conspiracy theories before we even read about something. Just because you have a crisis around the world or in the country, folks, it doesn't mean it's a distraction. It means for you to use your common sense. So all you have to do, use your common sense, read, follow up, read it again. I know a lot about the virus now, as far as what I've researched. But it takes more than washing your hands. It takes more than staying away from people. It takes more than having products in the back that you can clean with. I clean all around this house, and there's not a virus or nothing in this house. But I clean behind myself. I've been doing it anyway. You see what I'm saying? So now you go to Walmart, and all you see all the hand soap nearly gone, all the night Lysol nearly gone. I'm like, for God's sakes, folks, what have you been doing before this virus? You haven't been cleaning your ass? You haven't been washing your hands? What the hell? So, folks, do your diligence. Do your diligence. Learn how to meditate. See, because there are things that we can do naturally to help us fight off all of these pathogens. Meditation, a healthy diet. You see what I'm saying? I'm 47 years old, man, and I can still run with the youngest of them. I still got foot speed. I can still do whatever. I can still do athletic stuff, whether it's on a court, football field. It don't matter. I feel good about my health, but I take care of myself. I meditate. Meditation will help increase your immune system. Why does it help increase your immune system? Because meditation helps lower your stress level. And if it lowers your stress levels, it lowers your blood pressure. Okay? Be careful of the sugar you're eating, folks, because the weaker your immune system, the more vulnerable your body is to intake more pathogens, more diseases. So do your diligence, folks. That's all you got to do. Just do your diligence. Do your homework. Read up on the stuff that they putting out on TV. Now, I'm not telling you to read, to believe everything the media is saying, because here's the truth. Denzel said this. If you don't watch the news, you're uninformed. If you do watch it, you're misinformed. So learn how to listen and hear what people are saying to you. Do your diligence. Read up on it. You read up on anything that somebody comes to you and say, hey, man, I got to wait for you to make some money. You can do some, you can check this out. It's a real good business opportunity. And you want to go researching that because another person look like you is presenting it to you. You want to research that. But why can't you research anything that the media is saying to you? Because all you have to do is read. Read. Everything we need to know in our life, everything that we need on earth is on earth. Everything that we need to know about is put in books. But we ain't reading. You got conspiracy theorists ain't read a damn thing. Just yelling out, talking a whole lot of Rudapoo. Oh, it's a distraction. Somebody put that on Facebook the other day. All this is a distraction. I say, yeah, until you catch it. How much of a distraction is it then if you're sitting up in the hospital with tubes and shit coming from your body? It could have been meant to be a distraction. I don't know. I don't have any substantial evidence to tell you whether something is a distraction or not. I'm not going to even throw an opinion out there on something unless I have something substantial to back my opinion. I'm about the facts, folks. You have to know the facts. Learn the facts. You can hear something on the news. You can get something from me. You can get something from a cousin or a friend. It doesn't matter. Get the facts of what somebody give to you. It's about having data and use your common sense. Act accordingly. Stop listening to these stay woke folks, because all of them are broke as hell. I don't know no rich stay woke people or no rich conspiracy theorists. And I don't know no rich gossipers. The people who are rich, they don't partake in all of that stuff. Why? Because they spend their time doing their diligence. They are reading. They're reading books. They're finding out the facts. And then they act according to the facts. Broke people ain't reading. They just yelling out, Hail Mary. Talking about what's a distraction. If you're going to allow things to be a distraction, if it's a distraction, it's because you are allowing it to be a distraction. Otherwise, you won't be yelling out it's a distraction. That's the law of attraction. That's the law of attraction, folks. If you keep allowing things to distract you, the universe will keep throwing you more distractions. So stop allowing things to distract you. Because if they weren't, you wouldn't be yelling out it as being a distraction. That's the God honest truth. You can get upset with me all you want. I didn't make these laws. These are universal laws. Go talk to God. So it's the matter of knowing the facts. Read and act accordingly, people. Nuri is on the phone. She's at Tampa Bay General Hospital. She's in the nursing field. Erica Spofford is in the healthcare field. And they were just agreeing to what I was just saying. And I'm not in the medical field, but I have common sense. And that's all I'm asking you guys to do is use your common sense, folks. Use your common sense. Stop listening to everybody who think they know about this health stuff, because no, I don't know about it. And I'm telling you to do your diligence behind what I'm telling you. Do your diligence. Candace Camille, how you doing? So the fact of the matter is, folks, do your diligence and act accordingly. Use your common sense. Don't go off of what some conspiracy theorists are saying. They're telling you, oh, it's just going to be business as usual for me. And their ass is going to be dirty and funky. They don't wash their ass. And that's usual business for them. So don't follow these people, folks. I'm just saying. But I'm not just saying. Don't get mad at me. I'm just keeping it honest with you. I'm bringing it from the hip, people. So do your diligence. That's all I can't say that enough. I can say that 1,000 times. Do your diligence, folks. I'm telling you right now, if you do your diligence and if you read, find out more about this thing. I'm going to give you a perfect example of why I'm telling you to do your diligence. Taraji P. Henson, back some time ago, she came out and before Congress and did a testimony of her dad's mental illness, right? I want y'all to hold tight. Hang with me now. Don't go nowhere. Taraji P. Henson did a testimony before Congress about her dad having mental illness. As soon as a celebrity came out with that, right? Next thing you know, I seen all these people supposed to be experts with mental illness, and so many people walking around here talking about they got some mental illness and they bipolar this and they ADHD that, and I'm like, come on, folks, God ain't fucked this many people up. Everybody and their grandmother now running around here talking about they crazy. See, folks, that's sheep. That's a sheep behavior. Who in their four hells will walk around here and claim to be mentally disturbed. So what did I do? For one, I never believed that many people were screwed up. I'm going to show you guys something. I'm going to show you what I did. Hold tight. I'm going to go grab something. Hold on. All right, folks, check it out. See, everybody started running around here talking about they crazy. Y'all ain't crazy. Stop playing games with your life. I did my diligence. I started reading up on stuff. I started doing some research, and I came across this book. It's a gentleman by the name of Thomas Sass. He recently passed away, I think early 2000s, right? This is the book. The Myth of Mental Illness. Now, I'm going to tell you something. The book is difficult to read because I'm not in that industry. So I read stuff and I have to go on Google and see what words mean. Because there's a lot of words in here I just don't understand. But this is a very difficult book to read. It's taken me a long time to get through even half of this book. But it's worth the read. I'm learning a whole lot in this book, folks. I'm not going to go into what I learned out of here. You have to do that work for yourself. But I'm not even up to par to try to explain it yet. That's how difficult it is. And that's another reason why I won't try to go into explaining this to you. But I'm going to tell you something. Everybody and their grandmother started running around here talking about some day crazy. And they got this type of mental disorder. Man, be careful what you're claiming on your life, folks. Be careful what you are claiming on your life. Use your common sense, folks. Common sense has been, I'm going to tell you something. You may have to pay for all this education. You may have to pay for an MBA or a master's or a PhD or even a bachelor's. All of that may cost you. But I'm going to tell you something. Common sense has been free. Common sense has been a gift that we were born with. We weren't only born with common sense. We were also born with medium abilities, folks. We were also born to know how to do deep meditation. We're talking about out-of-body experiences. We was also born with the ability to do telepathy, or you can call it telepathy. We were born with those gifts. But see, a wise man said once that we were born into greatness, but we were conditioned into mediocrity. And why is that? Why? Because we listen to what people say to us and we live off of it rather than reading and doing our own diligence and then acting according to the data that we give and we find out on our own. We don't think individually. We always think in the masses. Always. I want you to spell the word masses. M-A-S-S-E-S. Don't follow the masses because sometimes the M is silent. Y'all not hearing me, man. Y'all not hearing me. So I'm not going to go into the deep end, man, but I just want to share this with you guys. Do your diligence, folks. Don't listen to these people talk up these stay woke folks talking about some stay woke, man. This is a distraction. It's not a distraction. It's only a distraction if you are allowing it to distract you. It's only a distraction if you are allowing it to distract you. And let me talk about distraction. You guys see Nuri. Good to see you, Nuri. What's up, Malcolm Lane? You guys see Nuri here. She's right here. She's watching this video live. Nuri and I met 6 years ago before I moved to Florida. She's already here in Florida, but she met. And when we first met, we were on a telephone conversating, and I told her exactly the type of guy that I am. And I told her what I will be doing when I move to Florida, how hard I'm going to work on my business and my grind. And I am not the type of guy who sits around and wait for somebody to do something for me. I said, I'm not a normal guy. And Nuri can tell you that conversation we had. And since I've been here, I've been raising myself, grinding myself. Despite of the terrible things that people had tried to do to me, I still prevailed. God knows what's in my heart. God knows my grit. God knows my energy, my vibration, and I won't lose. I challenge anybody, don't try to come up to me, because I'm going to tell you something. Everybody from 2018 to this day, and I'm going to leave you with this, folks. From 2018 to this day, people who have done me wrong in the worst way, right now, I have the power. I can press a button to take them all down right now. That's not who I am. That's not who I am. I'm bigger than that. You have to vibrate higher than those who try to hurt you, folks. Thank you, Nuri. So, in hindsight of it all, folks, I'm not going to go left on you here. I'm going to stay on point. I'm going to stay on subject. You have to take yourself away from the average, because the average don't read. The average don't read. That's why people have a hard time thinking big, because they hang around too many small thinkers. You got to pick a book up, folks. You got to read. Everybody right now should be doing their diligence on the coronavirus instead of listening to some conspiracy theorists or some state woke folk talk about it's a distraction. It's not a damn distraction. It's a damn virus. That's what it is. It's a virus. 2 people from the Utah Jazz tested on it. And then I would suspect that there are going to be more NBA players who've been tested, because the last team that the Utah Jazz played, they're highly likely some players from that team have going to test positive. Why? Because they were just on the same basketball court playing the Utah Jazz. So there's people sitting in the arena, 30,000 people sitting in the arena, probably going to test positive as well. Because they're breathing. This stuff is airborne, folks. This stuff is airborne. You got to do your diligence, man, and be careful. Be careful. I don't care what the news is saying about it. All I need to do is hear about it one time, and I'm going to do my diligence. The news can't tell me anything else other than where it's located, where they are finding positive cases of it. Because as they get close to me, the more I'm going to be more cautious of where I am, my surroundings. So that's all I'm saying to you folks. That you don't even have to have symptoms to be tested positive for this thing. I found that out. I got a documentary right now on the coronavirus. Right now, it's on my TV in the room. Actually, I'm looking at it through YouTube. So do your diligence, folks. Use common sense. And don't start following these people talking about it's a distraction, because I can promise you they're leading you down the wrong road. The only way you're going to go down the wrong road is to pick up a damn book and start reading. Do your own research. I don't know anything about the virus medically, but I did my research on it, just like mental illness. I'm not an expert in mental illness, but all of a sudden you have all these experts all of a sudden who haven't been certified to teach mental illness on anything. So what did I do? As soon as Taraji P. Henson came out with this mental illness thing about her dad in front of Congress, now everybody and their grandmother want to run around talking about they experts in mental illness or mental health, or whichever. It's supposed to be a difference, I guess. But like I said, I'm not the expert. But what did I do? I pick up a book, The Myth of Mental Illness. I do my diligence, folks. I'm here all day. I got a Mercedes sitting right out front, right out back here, that I haven't even drove in 2 days. Why? Because I've been studying this virus. I've been doing my homework on my business as well. I got a huge project we're working on coming up that's not even going to be in this country. It's going to be in 2 countries that I'm working on. I can't tell you those countries yet because the approval is not done yet. But in hindsight of things, folks, I'm grinding here. I take life a lot more seriously, but I do know how to have fun. But what's more important, folks, is that you got to do your diligence. You got to pick up a damn book. And if you're not a reader, get the Nook or something and put it on your Nook, or get an audio book. You can get the audio book and just listen to it. Take some time out of your day, folks. See, the problem is broke people, they want to party first. Whereas the rich, the world class, they take care of business first. And that's the big, big difference, folks. See, successful people, they take care of business first and then they party later. Unsuccessful people, they party first and then they can't afford to do business later. It's a big difference. So that's all I want to share with you guys. I want to thank all of y'all for coming out. Zenobia, thank you for coming. That's my niece, Sabrina Lee. Thank you very much. Sean Cannon, thank you very much. I'm sorry I can't read all of y'all comments, but I will read through them after the video, and I will reply to them. I am good at that. I'm great at communicating with you guys. So with that being said, I want y'all to do me one last huge favor, and that is to sing like no one can hear you. Dance like no one can see you. Love like you've never been hurt. And live like it's heaven on earth. I'm Jay Hunter Lee. I love you and the world needs you. So stop that damn texting and driving. Peace and blessings, folks. Have a great day.